Hello friends, and welcome. My name is Papa, and here I played some more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel number 2. Last time on this, which was 2 weeks ago, we went and gathered the last of our classmates. Eustace was the last person. Serious thing, music is drowning out my voice. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit then. I wish it would stay... How is that? It's hard for me to see the level because it's one of those games where it goes off as soon as I alt-tab. Good, thank you. Lack of bagpipes? I mean, I have the bagpipes, I just don't think you'll like the music that comes out of them. I mean, if you want, I can send you bagpipe music. But yeah, we gathered Eustace, this guy over here, as our last holdout. We fought... Oh yeah, you don't have accessories or anything. Okay, someone's gotta give up their cat. You can send me the sheet music for anything you want. You're not getting anything even close to it out of it. Where's... There. You don't get a cat. You get a cat. There we go. Is that all of our class? Oh, you don't have the cat either. Okay, you don't get a cat. You have a cat, you have a cat. You need a cat. Yeah, so we gathered up all our team. Now we're giving them all cats. Okay, that makes sense that the three... of you... Oh. I guess our teacher counts as someone who gets a cat. Anyways, so we gathered all of our team. We made it back home after fighting off some pretty strong dudes. And we ended off here. It's a rest day. We have 7... what do they call them? Bonding points. Only because some of the people who just joined get 2 bonding events instead of 1. And at the end of last time, we had looked at, there's a special item bonus that you can get at the end of this chapter. Let me pull it up. But basically, it's the support characters. If someone has at least a 3, level rank 3 with you, the highest one gives you a bonus item. So for Claire, she gives you an item that sets your accuracy to 100% and increases your critical hit rate by 10%. Sharon gives you one that makes all your attacks and crafts cancel arts with a 90% chance and increased delay of enemies by +6. Toval gives you one that reduces casting time by 1/3. I spent a bit of time researching this over the past 2 weeks, and the unanimous thing is Claire's sucks, because the crit rate +10 just isn't good enough. And then people are kind of torn between Sharon and Toval. They said it kind of depends on your playstyle. I'm not much of an arts casting person, but I am someone who loves canceling art. So we're going to go with Sharon just for that. So we're going to start with her. So what we have to do is get our link with Sharon up to level 3. Alright, there's multiple pages now. And then make sure that Toval and Claire do not pass that. Alright, so where the heck is Sharon is the first question. That's Laura. It's Fee, who's inside the house. Save you from what? Oh, it's our mom. Upstairs was Alyssa. Where else have we got? We got 2 down over here. It's Fee and Claire, or Milliam and Claire. There you are. Doing some shopping, Sharon? That's right, since you'll all be gathering for discussion in the Phoenix Wings, I thought I might help out in the kitchen. I also thought I could prepare some food for your father, seeing as your mother has other business to attend to. It's awfully generous of you, thanks. With several Ouroboros members having recently revealed themselves to us, I can't help but to assume they're up to something. Like ignoring that no matter what happens, my alliance will always lie with you and your classmates. Please ensure that whatever you decide on this afternoon is something you can do without regret. Sharon. I swear we will. Glad to have your support. Till the end of time. It's great to know she's got our back. She's still cooking for Dad. Maybe I can help her out with that. I don't really want to do cooking, but we want free stuff from you later. Well, even if you were looking out for us, that doesn't mean I can't help you with cooking for my dad. Might as well try to pay him back a little bit for all those years of love and devotion, right? I'm sure your father would be overjoyed to hear you say that. As I'm done with shopping, you can head over to the kitchen. Our mother, was literally just there. Oh, you're making a Ymir-style borscht? Good idea, it's got plenty of vegetables and should be great for warming him up to boot. I couldn't agree more. All the protein in the meat I'll be using should help accelerate his recovery as well. That's a lot you got there. You got 2 full-size salamis, the size of Popeye's arms. You got eggs, tomato, maybe that's onion. Egg, onion, lettuce, 2 full heads of lettuce, potatoes, some kind of gourd. Mastering, could I trouble you to chop the vegetables? We would also about preparing the meat and seasoning the soup. Sure. Come on, give us action commands. Oh, we got whistling? It's times like these where she seems just like any other maid. Takes me back to watching her cook for us in the dorm. It's hard to believe that she's actually an enforcer for Ouroboros sometimes. Ow. Is something wrong? Heavens, you've sliced your finger. Sorry, I should have been paying more attention. I didn't cut it too deeply though, so it should be fine. Oh no, that won't do it all. Hold still a moment, please. I'll stop the bleeding. Game, why you gotta make me do sucky sounds? Sharon, what are you? This is so awkward. Yeah, that should do the trick. Sharon, I'm not sure it's a good idea to start sucking on people's fingers out of the blue like that. Welcome back to Finger Sucking the Game, Samuses. Any particular reason? I'll bring you a bandage, so please wait in the adjacent room. We're literally next to a sink. We could have just used the sink. She's messing with me again, isn't she? There we are, all better. Please leave the rest of the work to me. Should give your finger time to heal. You're probably right. Sorry that I can be of more help. You needn't be sorry, Masterine. You made a valuable contribution as it was. Brought back memories of Lady Alyssa's younger days, too. If she fell and scraped her knee, she'd always start crying for me to come and help her. Aw, how sweet. I can picture how embarrassed she'd be if she learned Sharon was telling people this. Come to think of it, you've been working for the Rhineford family for a while now, haven't you? 7 years, in fact, shortly after Mr. Rhineford's passing. I'll begin to thank Madam Chairman Irina enough for giving me the chance she did. It's only thanks to her kindness that I was able to begin a new life under her employ. And no scolding until the fingers... I've got other fingers. Does that mean you've never been a maid before she hired you then? Or were you before... Oh. No doubt suspect I lived as an enforcer, and mission given to me by Ouroboros was what first led me to meet her. She wasted no time in trying to hire me. I served in both capacities concurrently after that. You don't find many executives who would knowingly hire an agent of Ouroboros. She never ceases to amaze, huh? She certainly doesn't. Nonetheless, it was thanks to her that I was able to find a new path of my own. It's too late for me to turn back and change what's already been done, but she was willing to give me a different future. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. I was simply thinking out loud. Regardless of what happened in the past, my love for the Rhineford family will never waver. Nor will my devotion to Class 7, Masterine. I'll continue to do all that I can to serve you. Thank you. I know that we can always count on you. Everyone else knows that too. I hope we'll always stay fondly in your thoughts, Sharon. And our fingers out of your mouth. Okay, we got her to level 3. That's what we needed to do. Okay. So other than that, we can spend time with anyone we want as long as we don't get Claire or Toville up to level 3, which I don't think we would unless we did 2 encounters with them. I don't think any of them actually allow for 2 because they've been here most of the time. Alright. So then what we want to do is look at who on this team would I actually want to use who needs some leveling. Serene basically plays as a tank. He's kind of an all-rounder, but really he's a tank. Laura's strong, but that's about it. I think I'd... Okay, let's start with Emma. She's one I know I would want to do. Once we find her. We got the chapel, the tavern, and the house. Who's here? It's Gaius. It's Eustace. It's our teacher. Is there anyone in here? No. Can I badger you for stuff? No, I don't care. Can I steal your alcohol? Also no. So what does that leave? There's a store. Yeah, the tavern. There we are. I don't care about you, Cat. It's so wonderful to be back with Celine again. Now I can focus on how we should act from here on out. I thought that would be a particularly easy decision. Yeah. Glad to have you weighing in on the matter, though. Well, I just remembered there's something I need to buy from the shopping village. Oh? Can't tell you what it is, I'm afraid. It's a secret. I have no idea what she's talking about, but she looks happy about it. Okay, now I'm getting curious. No, Celine's not allowed. Do you mind if I join you with your shopping? It's okay, I mean. I'll shop here pretty well, so I want people to help you find whatever it is you're looking for. Really, that would be lovely. You've got to stay here, Celine. Reed and I can handle this on our own, so don't even try to follow us. Fine, whatever. All this secrecy's creeping me out anyway. Here we go. The color looks just right, too. That's wool, right? I didn't know you could knit. I used to do it quite often back home, actually. I've been working on a scarf for Celine for a while now, sort of a reunion present. It's almost done, too, but I ran out of wool, so I came here to buy some more. Oh, really? Okay, so why not finish it in our living room? We should be able to work on it without her finding out about the surprise. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you, Reem. The shadows under your teacup are freaking out. Props to them for actually trying to animate the knitting process. I don't know much about knitting, But from what I've seen, that looks alright. Made some tea, Emma. Looks great so far. It's like an invisible scarf. Yeah, why, thank you, Reen. This deep blue color will really suit her personally. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait to see how it'll look when it's done. Nice to see how close the two of you are. Close? You really think so? She's certainly important to me, but at the same time, she's not exactly pleasant to me most of the time either. I don't think she means any harm by it. Don't tell her I said this, but she was really worried about you the whole time we were separated. I know for a fact that she cares about you, even if she has trouble putting it into words. Really. Thanks for telling me. Been together since the day I was born, but I guess I still have a hard time reading her. Once I began training to become a full-fledged witch, she became my familiar. So in a sense, she's like a sister to me. Really? I'm kinda jealous. As far as siblings go, it's like you two can be completely open with one another. But when it comes to Elise, I find I'm always holding back from saying what I'm really thinking. You say that, but I'm pretty sure Celine still is keeping plenty of things from me. I can certainly be more open with her than I can with Vita, though, at least. Don't mind me asking, how are the two of you related anyway? That she was something of a sister to you when we first found out her true identity? She's a sister in the sense that we both trained to become witches together. I always admired and looked up to her. Her skill in witchcraft and her beautiful voice. Not if I'm voicing her, it's not. Even now, I feel like I'll never be able to catch up to her in terms of raw talent. I see. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. All you can really do is keep trying. I suppose. One thing's for certain, you won't be able to catch up with her in a day. You didn't learn how to knit that scarf in a day, right? That took time. Catching up to Vita shouldn't feel any different. All you can do is keep trying to better yourself. Put it that way, you have a point. Thank you for the encouragement, Reen. I feel a lot better now. Okay. Got you to level 3. Okay, so since Emma's one of the ones from the last one, she technically has a second event, if we want to do that. Let's go get some other people to level 3 as well. How many do we have left? 5? 5. Okay, I'll probably have Eustace at one point. Same with our teacher, so let's do those two. Interesting. I don't think I can actually spend time with you. Okay. So our teacher was in the hot springs. I think Eustace was in here as well. So our teacher's on the left. I want to say Eustace was here on the right. I am correct. He's playing billiards. Deciding what our class should do is proving more difficult than expected. Still, I left bar hard so that I could make my own decisions about my life. Make this one for myself, too. Even if the decision is yours, the burden doesn't have to be. House Albury's problems concern every single one of us. No reason you need to sort all this out on your own. I've been with you this long, that's not going to change. Thank you, but I'm aware. But a break would help clear his mind and make better decisions. Should I drag him into one? Hey, you want to come look after Arthur with me for a bit? Who in blazes is Arthur? Was that the name of our family's horse? Got it in one. You're kind of a horse expert. I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out with him for a bit. Why not? I'd like to see him myself. Lead on. This is a fine horse. There's a strong air of dignity about it, much like the young horses back at the academy. Yeah, he does. He's pretty friendly too, isn't he? It's been years since Dad took me in, so he's getting up there in the years. But he's still got the same energy. Dad still takes him hunting out, along with Badeau. I see. I imagine his dignified appearance is a result of much experience, then. does appear to be in dire need of some exercise, however. His muscles aren't quite as defined as they should be. Wow, I'm amazed you could tell you're not in the riding club for nothing. He hasn't had much chance to get out and about since Dad was injured, so that's probably why. And if we can do something, I'd like to do something about that. They'd give him a good brushing before we take him out. I think he'd like that a lot, actually. He's really happy to be out of the village. It's been quite a while since he last had the chance. So it appears. Imagine he'd rather go out hunting with his master, however. Horses are always far more comfortable with their usual rider. My family and the riding clubs are no exception. That makes sense. With Dad's injuries, I don't think he'll be fit to go out hunting anytime soon. Speaking of the riding club, do you have any clue what's going on back at Thor? We want to manage to get the bike out of there, so I figure you might know something. Mind you, I was only able to do so through the Noble Alliance. I tried to make use of my position as a member of House Albury as best I could. Fortunately, my authority pales in comparison to Father Rufus, so I'm afraid that was the most I could do. It's a shame. Still, I appreciate you trying. I really do owe you a lot, even for little things like helping me look after Arthur. I hardly think I deserve your thanks. Being my father's son, some of the responsibility for his disgraceful actions falls on my shoulders as well. I have a duty to do all within my power to atone for that to Baron Schwarzer and Ymir's people. I'm sure my brother feels similarly, even if he appears to be prioritizing his role in the Civil War at the moment. Like I said in Barahard, no reason for you to feel responsible for what happened there. I understand that you're concerned about your father and brother, but dwelling on the past benefits no one. All we can do is keep moving forward. You do have a point. No burden out there exists that you should have to shoulder it alone, not as long as you're a member of Class 7. As long as we're together, we'll be able to carry out the weight of any burden. I want to think I'd be used to how this class works by now. Imperial nobility should show its spirit through actions over words. Exactly. We both know what we need to do. We swore to one another back when we fought that moment he came back to us. Indeed, and I fully intend to do as promised. Okay, it's another one up to level 3. I don't know what art support does. Let's actually see what art support does. Sometimes increases the power of a partner's offensive arts. Okay, that's actually not that useful for you. Okay. So we want to do the teacher. So we'll do her next. Well, seeing as Toval and Miles are safe, guessing all the racers here near Erebonia are probably okay. I could say the same for our colleagues over in Crossfell, though. Can't even get in touch with Wenzel. Friend of yours? Go back a ways, yeah. Used to be registered as a bracer here, but eventually packed up and moved to Crossfell. Anyway, leave worrying about the guild, guys. You've got enough on your plates as it is. Just focus on what move you guys are going to make next. Feel like you need a break, I'd be happy to join you, though. Sounds nice, actually. Come on, hanging out for a while? Striking with the iron sod, I see. Alright, I could use the company. I was actually thinking of heading to the tavern for a drink or two. Do you say a little change of venue? Fine with me, but I'll stick with living the dry life. Figured you'd say that. Come on, then. Our teacher is, like, actively trying to get us to drink with her, and we're like, nah. This is the good stuff. It's got a very mellow taste, but sweet and refreshing, too. No idea you can make something so good out of rice, of all things. Kind of alcohol from these that Master Kafai brought here, I believe. Carol said it's called Jumaishu. So this is a type of sake. There's... I don't know this anymore, but basically they're describing how sweet and floral it tastes. So based on her description, it sounds like this is a sweet but floral flavor. Master Kafai sure knows his stuff. Sounds like a man I'd love to drink the night away with. He's always a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you asked. I want to cut down on the booze. Things so shaky now, you never know when you'll need to take action. I know. I'm not planning on getting myself plastered when you've got that discussion later on, so don't freak out. Never in a bit of alcoholic relaxation time, personally. Well, I went cold turkey when I was in hiding. It was torture. Deny your poor instructor some sweet, sweet relief? Sure, relief. Let's call it that. What have you been doing all this time anyway? I didn't hear so much as a rumor about you. Oh, I was just lying low, gathering what information I could through connections from my guild years. Information about what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff. In the capital? Managed to find anything out? More than you did yourselves, sad to say. All the Alliance is doing a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. I decided to sneak into the Rizin province to follow the Alliance's movements from there. That was when I ended up getting in contact with Eustace. I see. It's pretty impressive you're able to do so much all on your own. Well, working alone and gathering information are two things I had to get used to during my guild years. It was nothing new for me. Anything, I'm more impressed with everything you've managed to do. Glad to see everyone here was okay after that Jaeger attack, too. Sounds like it was a high-ranking corps. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers under orders from Duke Alvarea. Fortunately, there are no fatalities, even if the experience was pretty traumatic for everyone. Dad's woken up too, so there's been no real long-term damage there. We had the goddess's blessings in that respect. Sorry I couldn't be there to help when you needed it most, Rain. No need to apologize. Couldn't have possibly known that was going to happen. Something wrong? He looked distracted all of a sudden. No, it's nothing. Just thinking about what a relief it is that your dad's okay. He always seemed like such a pleasant man, especially for a noble. Handsome, too. I don't like where this is going. Oh, relax, I'm just kidding. Okay, all that aside, made it this far, you can make it the rest of the way, too. Just keep your eyes on the future. It starts by deciding what to do next. Right, well, I'll be counting on your This stuff is awesome. At least let me finish before you wind up passed out on the floor. Okay, so she has a second one if we want to. But I know she doesn't count towards the item, but I'm still kind of worried about using her anyways. Okay. Let's go to Gaius next. Although I will test something. I was wondering if the reason I couldn't... Okay, no, I can still do Sharon. I was wondering if I couldn't do Toval because you could only get the first person to rank 3 here. But no. Oh, where the heck were you? Oh, can I take the motorcycle out on the ride? No. We're in the chapel, they weren't in Phoenix. We're in the taverns. We're inside our house? I thought this was Alyssa. And I was correct. Was there someone else in this store? No. But while we're here... Buy that. We'll buy 5 more sets of cat ears. It's very important. Actually, where did you put cat ears on you? That's a shame. That's like inside her hat. Alright, we gave it 5 more pairs of cat ears. Okay, now do master quartz. Before we do that, kit's there. Nothing there. New people. Alright. There's that room for slots. What's your cheapest? Focus on the spellcasters, and we're already like maxed out. So now we'll see. Okay, I think that's good enough there. Oh, no, what I haven't done. I actually don't have that much. But we got almost everyone's equipment, weapon maxed out. Alright, where the heck is, You weren't here but upstairs, were you? No, because those are rooms. Is he just like off in the valley? Yeah, I mean, maybe. No. Can't go in here, can I? No. Just Gaius here, right? Yes. But random house? Like, I'm running out of ideas for where he could be. He's not in the round. Was that something? No, that's just a bit of flowers. Okay, I don't know where you are, my friend. Is he like recovering, maybe? All right. So if you're not here, who's in the back room? All right. Well then, we've got. How many have we got left? 3. I don't know where Machias is. He's got an AWOL. Even the air here feels clean. It's not hard to see why Yum Kai Fi is so fond of this village. They'll get the chance to bring Father and Klaus here one day. Be happy to have them. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances once the war's over. I hope so. I suppose that's another reason for us to hasten its conclusion. I'm still at a loss as to how, though. What do I wonder? Maybe a break would do her some good, sure. Why don't we go somewhere and take a break? And take a breather sometimes when you're stuck on a difficult problem. That sounds reasonable. In that case, I'd like to ask you a favor. To escort me to your room? What? This is your bedroom. The decor has something of an Eastern feel to it, fitting for a former student of Yum Kai Fi's. Is there anything here that's particularly representative of the 8-leaf school? I should have known. Caught me off guard and you asked to see my room, but it figures that's what you were interested in. Why would you be surprised? Oh, it's nothing. Your question, I don't have all that much, I'm afraid. Actually, I think I have some tea leaves Master Kai-Fi gave to Dad a while back, I think. About it, you up for having some green tea? Really, I'd like that very much. Jeez, the shadows under their cups are just freaking out. Oh, I gotta take the sip. It's been quite a refined taste indeed. This is my first time tasting green tea. Monica let me sample the tea served at her class tea house during the festival. This seems to have more depth to its flavor and fragrance. Master Kai-Fi is a huge fan of this kind, apparently. He brought it back from the East himself. He's always bringing gifts whenever he comes to visit. He's popular among the locals. Everyone here likes him. Really now. And to have the opportunity to meet him in person. I can easily see why he and Father get along so well. Do you happen to know where he is now? Nope, afraid not. The letter I received from him during our vacation here didn't specify. Always been something of a vagrant. Wanders the continent throughout the year, stopping up wherever he pleases. So while I couldn't tell you where he is, I'm sure he's just fine. I imagine so. If rumors to be believed, he's as proficient with the blade as Father, if not more so. Are you worried about your dad? I am. I'm trying to avoid admitting it publicly, but it's a fact. His skill is as immense as ever, given the various new weapons that have come into play during this war. And with other powerful warriors such as General Aurelia and that night from Ouroboros. Yeah, I can't blame you for being a little concerned under the circumstances. Still, all we can do in the meantime is keep going and do what we're able. Once we keep that up, I'm sure we'll be reunited with them in due time. Maybe. No, you're right. Since this is another trial we must overcome to reach greater heights. And I know we can overcome it as long as we're together. Now let's immediately leave and part ways. Ah yes, I've unlocked her anger. Okay. Oh, upstairs here? Is that where he is? Oh, that's just Elliot. Gosh dang it, Elliot. No one cares about you. Oh, here you are. Okay, and he is not someone we can spend time with. Okay. And I guess to round it off, we got 2 left. We'll do our teacher, then Milliam. All those drinks got me feeling kind of sleepy. Can't afford to doze off during your discussion later. I think we should go out and get some fresh air. A little exercise always sobers me up fast for some reason. How about it? Want to join me? Alright then, I'm up for it. You are attaboy, Reen. Actually, since we got plenty more luck to fritter away, I got an idea. We say do a little one-on-one training. Sounds good to me, just maybe don't go so rough on me. Take this somewhere a bit less populated then, shall we? Like your bedroom. Definitely gotten stronger while I've been away. See that getting that night of yours hasn't caused you to start slacking in your training. Still no match for you, though. Just holding back, but only just. If I really try, I might just be able to beat her. She clearly wants me to do it. If that's what she wants, then I'll just have to show her how much I've improved. We're all fired up now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's pick things up where we left off. Right. We'll edit out all the cool bits. Come on, that's all you got? Hope it isn't. I'll be able to rescue your sister, the princess, if that's the best you can do. Remember when I said you were the center of Class 7? Well, I still feel that way even now. I won't rest easy until I know that the center's capable of beating me on his own at least once. He's... Sure. Yeah. I'm so sorry, are you alright, me? Yeah, I'm fine, just... I should have known that I was no match for you. No, that was your victory, not mine. What do you mean? I knew that last attack was yours was going to be far more powerful than I thought you were capable of. So I was forced to stop holding back in order to block it. It's a victory in my book. Clearly all the stuff you've been doing is great for your training. I'd really like to think so. If I'd gone up to luck personally, I wasn't even thinking, it was more like my body acted on its own. Need a lot more practice before I can pull off feats like that at will. If I understand that, then you need to say no more. Don't worry, I'm sure that if you train enough, you'll be able to do it. Have faith in yourself, yeah? Got both the potential and the mindset to achieve great things. I'll try. Man, we're doing a lot. I didn't want to think about how badly that last attack could have hurt him. I feel like this war is causing the old me to resurface. Okay, so we got one last one. And we're gonna go see Milliam. I'm super bored, so I think I might check out the souvenir shop. What kind of stuff do you think they've got over there? I think it's cool. We're about to have a major discussion about our class's future. How can you be bored? Okay, don't answer that. We could at least be brainstorming something to contribute to the discussion. Nope. No, I'm never gonna come up with anything no matter what you decide, it doesn't change things for me. One way or another, Lammy and I are gonna keep on fighting with you guys. Just pick a path and I'll bust it open. Good to know, but we do value your opinion, so I want to think things over. Maybe looking at some souvenirs would help clear my head. Tell you what, why don't I join you? Been there a ton of times, so I'll be able to recommend something nice. Really, you're the best, Reen. Let's go, go, go. We recommend Woo Baby. Man, there really is a bunch of unusual stuff here. We get selected for a place smack dab in the boonies. It's partly thanks to Master Kafai. He always brings things when he comes. Those manju, for example, they're a confectionery item from the east that we've tweaked a bit. Whoa, they look really good. The collector would like them. Oh, so he's the one you're buying a souvenir for? You got it. Got me a little Mishi strap. He's over in Crossbell, so I want to get him something too. I don't want it to be something you can always keep with him over something that's gonna go bad like food, though. That's a good point. Thought he was missing, though. No one's heard from him since he was in Crossbell, right? Yeah, well, I'm sure he's fine. I mean, he's Lecter. I think more than a war to finish him off. Bear and I survived, so I can't imagine he wouldn't. He's gonna show up one day and like, hi, that'll be it. Well, at least you trust him, I guess. Again, that makes sense. I mean, you Ironbroids probably think of each other like siblings, right? Or I don't know, do you? Well, if that's the case, that makes Chancellor Osborne your dad, maybe? I don't know, I've never really thought about it. So if it's with Gramps, I've got siblings share. It's hard to say if anyone feels like a parent when you've never had one. What? What does she mean she's never had any parents? I don't know what's gonna happen to his Ironbloods now, though. Claire's got a job in the RMP that she can do even without Gramps around. Without him there to give me orders, and all the old missions finished, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, really. Not needed as a piece in his game board anymore. Don't think like that, Milliam. Let me say this, even if you are not needed on some game board, you are needed by us. Not as a piece, but you're needed as a very important classmate and friend. Really? I can't tell you what you should do with your life from here on. What I can tell you is that we're here for you. Even if you don't know what to do with yourself, I'm sure you'll figure things out eventually, with or without us. Huh. Maybe you're right. I do kind of feel like sticking with you guys. Like sticking with you guys will help me figure something out. I think I'm figuring something out. I'm buying a manju. Stomach's gurgling just looking at it. Are you supposed to be buying a souvenir for Lecter? Well, whatever. He seems happier now. I guess that's what matters most. Okay, so we got a bunch of people at level 3. Actually, who isn't level 3 might be a better question. Machias, because we couldn't meet with him. Claire and Toval, because we didn't want them to usurp Sharon. And Fee is still our only level 4. Okay, I'm happy with that. That was a lot of being able to boost people. The rest, I'm sure there was... I know for a fact there were hidden quests there, but I don't care. There's usually a hidden quest, a hidden recipe, and one of the books to buy, which I think we got. Or sometimes someone gives them to you.
Oh, rank up だな. こいつはギルドからの気持ちだ。
Okay, we got some perks.
まあ、こんなもんだろ。
But that was only a B. Now that the gang of cat-wearing people has finished, I thought long and hard about it. I think we need to find I think we as a class need to find a third way. Path of our own, separate from the ones the reformist noble factions are taking. A third way, you say? I do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly support either side. True, we might be military academy students, but we're still students. Involving ourselves in civil war isn't something we should take lightly. Might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful with how we proceed. Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center. No doubt. We've all seen how powerful the divine knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want. They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence on the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously. What are we going to do then? And if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us has different stuff we want to do. Different things we have to do too. Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Elfin from the Noble Alliance clutches. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll do. There's no way you'll be alone for that. I'm with you all the way. I'm concerned about your dad too, with having him under arrest. I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see Dad, but I'm worried about her. I'm worried about Roair as a whole. It's a huge relief to see her alright, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for. I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady. I have no idea where Father's been for the past month. Certain he must be well, but all the same. We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce. I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine. Suffice to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable. It goes for Zeno and Leo, too. We've been hired by the Noble Alliance. I'll say it's likely we'll run into them in the future. Plus, Sam and I still need to talk to Vita. Hey, Avier, how's it going? See what exactly she's trying to do to figure out what's so important to her that she's willing to break a taboo to do it. That's true. Whatever you guys decide to do, you'll have my full support, just as the words of Nor did 250 years ago, determined to fight to protect my second homeland, those who live within it. Oh, same, we can do this. I can back him up, right, Claire? Yes. Almost everyone. All the classmates do, and then all the instructors all have cat ears, because why not? How could I say no? My own duties to take care of as part of the railway military police. But I fully intend to support all of you with everything I have. I'm thinking about it's time I return to help in the guild, actually. I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so I'm sure I can lend a hand to you anytime you need it. Naturally, I'd be overjoyed to continue serving as your dormitory's caretaker. I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me till the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You need to decide on a more specific course of action, though. So often find a third way as a start, but only start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all. Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as our base of operations. Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people who can use the spirit path at one time. As many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be at this point. We're limited on how frequently we can use it. Alright. We're also just as limited on where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle group around. You say we can even operate out elsewhere. An astute point, the Noble Alliance will no doubt be more wary of us than before. In the end, no matter what we decide, we lose. Indeed. Yet we're short on time, so a decision must be made now. There's gotta be something that only we can do. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it exists, and I'm sure that we'll find it. Best thing we can do is to keep talking things out until we find a way. There's no point in rushing into a decision.
かくだから私も混ぜてもらえないかしら。
Only if you bring a cat plushie or cat ears. Then you can join. What in the world? I just noticed Fee's tail is going through the chair. That's great. It couldn't be. Ida? Oh, how nice of you to teleport in and not break our building. Well, I guess they know we're here. Cut the crap, Vita. You've been listening in all this time. Where are you? Sounds just like... Is that? It's coming from above us. Sounds like an airship. It is indeed an airship. I remember saying you're invited as long as you had something with a cat. I've yet to see a cat.
もともと魔女には居場所がバレていたが。
でもどうしてこのタイミングで？
準備が整ったからよ。
ビータ、レイさ
ん。ごきげんよう、7組の皆さん。可愛い妹との再会を祝して熱い抱擁と行きたいけれど、主賓も待ちくたびれていることだし、さっさとパーティーを始めましょうか。
まさかあれって。
青の鬼神黒。
Not a party until Crow's back.
どいつもこいつも久しぶりじゃねえか。ちっと乱暴だが、お前らの話し合いに乱入させてもらうぜ。このオルディーネと一緒にな。
この声、やはりクローなのか。
間違いない。
クローアームブラスト。行くわよ。
ああ、来いバリマール。
Time for a rematch. Now the question is this a winnable fight?
存分に力を振るがいい。
この短期間でさらに鬼神を乗りこなしたみたいね。さすがはリーン君。私が見込んだもう一人の男の子だわ。さて、それじゃあそちらの方も始めようかしら。
Jeez.
貴族連合の協力者ともか。
しばらくぶりやな、フィー。士官学院のボンドも。
先日の遊撃士に加えてエクレールの姿まであるか。
ゼノ、レオ。
西風の旅団。
結社の連中までガン首揃えて現れたみたいね。
They're like, hey, we needed to just like show all the villains of this game in one scene, so you just remember these are all the bad guys that you're gonna have to deal
あの子
with.
とクーちゃんも一緒みたいだね。おかしなあだ名でクラウソラスを呼ばないでください。
小雪舞うこの里に再び訪れることになるとは。
ここであったが100年目。おとなしくすることですわね。
ま、あれから2日しか経ってないがな。
厄介ですわね。まさかこの地にここまでの戦力を注ぐとは。
君たちの実力を考えて万全を期したまでのこと。
兄上、
久しぶりだな、7組の諸君。
So, which of you guys are we actually fighting?
弟よ。出奔したと聞いていたが、思いのほか双剣僧で何よりだ。己自身の道を見出す覚悟がようやくできたというわけかな。兄であるこの私とたとえ対立することになろうとも。
その通りです。彼までここに出向いてくるとは。
貴族連合もいよいよ本気を出してきたってこと？リーン、ここは私たちに任せなさい。君とバリマールの相手は他にいるはずでしょ。
そうか。手こずりそうだが相手にとっちゃ不足はない。
皆さんのことはどうかお任せください。いい機会ですし、一矢報いて差し上げますわ。シャロン、いくらサラたちでも。
そんじゃとっとと始めるとするか。
くらいわ。
Are we getting an actual fight, or is this just a cutscene? Okay, we have a spot to set down, so we're probably getting an actual fight.
今の一撃を受け切るとはな。少しはライザーとして成長したってことか。
おかげさまでそれなりに修羅場をくぐってきたからな。今度こそお前にこの剣を届かせてみせる。
まだまだ甘いな。お前のくぐってきた修羅場なんざ俺の足元にも及ばねえ。そいつを改めて思い知らせてやるぜ。
クロ。
To fight all these fights, or no?
教官、トマルさん。シャロンも戦線はしているけど、
厳しいかもね。フレアたちより相手の方が数も多いし。
They wouldn't be outnumbered if you guys stopped standing around.
我らも助立ちするぞ。
ああ、そうい戦闘準備だ。
待ちたまえ。君たちの相手は私がさせてもらうとしよう。
兄上、
邪魔する気？
あまり大げさに騒いでは里にも迷惑だろうからね。まとめてきたまえ。ユーシス、そなたにも久々に稽古をつけてやろう。
これは
全然隙がない。
気を抜くな。兄上は帝国に伝わる宮廷剣術の達人だ。全力で行かねば軽くあしらわれるだけだ。
心得た。行くぞみんな。
Okay, we actually get choices on this. You're locked in. So then you can be our tank. Who's the best healer? Probably you. And then for support, we basically have DPS, tank, DPS, healers. Let's have another tank and another healer. I think that's good. Okay, I assume this is not a winnable fight.
全力でかかってきたまえ。せいや。俺の番だ。
Okay.
気を逃すな。一斉にかかれ。
任せるがよい。私の番だね。ミッションスタート。行くよ。
Okay, you have critical. Guess we'll try hitting you with something.
任せるがよい。
Zero art. I'm not sure if this will be worth it, but let's do it. Cool. This is probably either a survive or not winnable. So let's see. Actually, what do we know about you? Immune to almost everything. It's great. You're level 80, so you're like a solid 10 levels above us. Probably just do... Wow, dodging an invisible opponent.
任せるがいい。
Oh, that's an AoE attack. That's not fun.
私の番だね。ミッションスタート。行くよ。さてと。
Okay, who's got impede? If we're gonna get a crit, oh, it's only on that one. We're definitely stealing that crit. He resisted that attack and took no damage.
任せるがいい。アークス駆動。
それ。
Why have you summoned the hand from Super Smash Bros. Melee? That's great. Well, I'm glad we survived it because we were invisible.
ありがとう。行きます。息吹を。そなたに感謝を。さてと。アークス駆動。それ。そなたに感謝を。ありがとうございます。さてと。
I'm pretty sure we were supposed to lose this battle and he just TPK'd everyone except for Fee. Oh, that got Emma too? That's annoying. Can we swap you? Let's bring Fee back in. There we go. Let's make us invisible again. Move you out. Oh, you came all the way there for me on that one. We'll rush this. No, just two. Okay, there we go. So we survived. I think that's all we were actually able to do. How is he so strong? And why wasn't I voiced? Yeah, because we haven't done anything yet. And we're not linked to anyone, which is a very important distinction. In all our other recent battles, we were linked to someone. He's not taking that much damage. And he gets follow-up attacks. It's great.
闇よ切り裂けせい無駄だっつうのか
まずいわね。
さあかかってこいしのげるかよ。
Oh, there we go.
そこだ
Something.
下りやがれ
But I really don't think we're meant to win this.
ダメか
しっかりしなさいよ。
これでしまいだな。まさかあの奥の手すら出さずに。
やっぱりこの間は完全に手を抜いてたわけね。
全力を出す必要もなかったからな。これが現時点での明確な力の差ってやつだ。半端な修羅場をいくらくぐろうが簡単には埋まらないくらいのな。
This battle, this whole section, besides giving you the what Crow's talking about here, the gap in our level, which we need to accomplish to eventually beat this. We have this not only between us and Crow, we have it between classmates and Rufus, and presumably between our teachers and the adults as well. So it's not just us, it's showing this gap between all of us and all these people we need to overcome.
どうやらそちらも型がついたみたいね。
ビータか
予想通りすぎてちょっとつまらないわね。さすがは私の自慢の青の騎士というところかしら。
誰があんたのだ。誰が。上の方はどうなんだ。
あちらも決着はつきそうだけど、あまり里に迷惑はかけたくないし、このくらいにしておきましょう。幻想の駒だぞ。
高いところから失礼するよ、遊郭の若獅子諸君。私はラマール州の統括者にして貴族連合の総主催を務めるものだ。
海援校。
貴族連合のトップがお出ましってわけか。
聞いていた以上に奇妙な面々が揃っているようだな。ユーシス君とラウラ城は以前レグラムで会って以来か。親元を離れてうろんなる面々と行動を共にしているようだが、まあそれに関しては若さゆえといったところか。アルバレア公は激怒していたが、社会勉強もたまにはいいだろ
う。分かったようなことを。
そんなことを告げにわざわざいらしたのですか。
もちろん違うとも。リーン・シュバルツァー、今回は君に用があってね。突然だがこのような場を用意させてもらった次第だ。
俺に
極細に言おう。灰の騎士殿、君を我が艦に招待したい。
どういうことだ。
帝国各地での華々しい活躍は耳にしている。それで一度君とじっくり話し合ってみたいと思ったのだよ。これまでのこと、そしてこれからのことも含めてな。
それは
まさかリーンを貴族連合に。
招待に応じてくれれば、このままユミルから引き上げる。それどころか 内戦が終わるまで一切の干渉をしないと約束しよう。それでどうかな？
わかりました。そちらの申し出に答えさせていただきます。
どういうつもり？わざわざ本拠地に来いなんて罠に決まっているじゃない。
ありがとう、心配してくれて。だがこれは俺たちにとってもチャンスなんじゃないかと思う。バリマール、セリーヌを下ろしてくれ。
何を言い出すの？
No, bye.
大丈夫。こんな内戦の状況下でも7組は再開できたんだ。委員長と一緒にしばらく待っていてくれ。頼む、バリマール。
承知した。
待ちなさい。
我が弟ともしばしのお別れだな。アルバレアの人間として気骨を見せてみるがいい。そなたの誇りと信念を己自身に証明するためにも。
兄上。
Lord Rufus.
これは男爵閣下、ご無沙汰しております。父が失礼をいたしました。
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? Was a promising young man like yourself.
ご子息はしばしの間お借りすることになりますが、それではこれにて御身をお大事にされますよう。
そんな、せっかく会えたのに。
すまない、みんな。だが必ず戻ってくれ。どうか無事でいてくれ。
リン様。リン。
This was not where I expected this to go at all. I expected them to just like take the night and leave us here for dead. Although this reminds me a lot of when they brought Estelle on the ship, asked her to join, and then she had to break out. Also, welcome to the end of Act 1. I know it's hidden behind my face. Oh, everyone's bonds have strengthened. That wasn't everyone, that was 2 people. I'm glad that everyone is now defined to mean 2. Oh cool, but they sent us up in a SpaceX rocket, that's kinda nice. Okay, so they got him roped in pretty well. This is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close. It's hard to believe that I've ended up in the same room as the leader of the Noble Alliance. I guess we didn't meet back in Legrand before the war broke out.
シュバルツァー君、率直に言ってこれ以上ことを荒立てたくはないのだよ。もともと我々がことを起こしたのは 最小閣下のやり方があまりに理不尽だったからだ。陛下からの信任をいいことに伝統と慣習を軽んじ、帝国の全てを意のままに作り変えんとする傲慢さ、君たちも感じていたのではないかね。
それは
Can't say I disagree. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were. But the way he didn't care how many enemies he made as a result, creating terrorist groups like the Imperial Liberation Front. Led by Crow.
だが諸悪の根源は消えた。時計の針を少し戻すだけでエレボニアは古き良き伝統を取り戻すことができる。あとは残った者同士がわだかまりを捨てて手を取り合うだけ。そうは思わないかね。
とても思えません。
I'm afraid that you are correct.
あれだけのことをしておいてこのまま進むとでも。帝都占領に皇族の方々の幽閉、市民全員を人質に取っているも同然だ。その上ガレリア要塞を消滅させた敵国と背後で密約を結んでいる。少なくとも残った帝国正規軍が黙っているはずがないでしょう。
皇族の方々は丁重に保護しているだけなのだが、しかしだからこそ君にも力を貸してもらいたいのだよ。青の鬼神に灰の鬼神、帝国に伝わる大いなる騎士、この2機が揃えば貴族連合は騎行兵部隊と合わせて正規軍の騎行師団を圧倒できよう。
I'm glad to see no one actually cared that your like boa scarf thing just like entirely clips through your
こ
arm.
のままいたずらに戦を長引かせるよりよほどいいとは思わないかね。
そんな単純に行くわけ。
いや、騎行兵という存在が戦場に登場した意味は絶大だ。火力と装甲は主力戦車に劣るものの、それを補えるだけの機動力と汎用性、そしてそれ以上に重要なのは人々に与える心理的なインパクトだろう。
それは
我々が人である以上、人型の巨大な何かには惹かれ、あるいは恐れずにはいられない。ならばその騎行兵の元になった伝説の存在なら、クロウの青の鬼神や君の灰の鬼神ならなおさらでしょうね。
ま、否定はしないぜ。
今一度言おう。ギリアス・オズボーンは去った。あとは速やかに内戦を終結させ、あるべき秩序を取り戻すだけなのだ。そうすれば全てが戻ってくる。君たちの学院生活も妹子や皇女殿下の平穏な日々もね。
あなたたちは。
二人の安全は保証しよう。たとえ君がどんな選択をしても、閣下、それに関してだけはこの場で確約をいただきます。
もちろんだとも。
ルーファスさん、
経緯はどうあれ、未だ私は士官学院の理事でもある。その立場から言わせてもらうが、今は冷静に状況を見極めることだ。そして答えを出してみたまえ。この先何のために君が剣と力を振るうのかを。
Please come with us, Master Reen. We will escort you to your guest room. Food and refreshments will be provided for you there. Intermission. So we're probably almost exactly halfway through this game now. It's usually you do your intermission halfway through.
「あとは速やかに内戦を終結させ、あるべき秩序を取り戻すだけなのだ。そうすれば全てが戻ってくる。君たちの学院生活も、妹や皇女殿下の平穏な日々もね。
今は冷静に状況を見極めることだ。そして答えを出してみたまえ。この先何のために君が剣と力を振るうのかを。
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far. The longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. I'm really okay with that. If I joined them, I could reduce the number of victims, be friends with Crow again, free Elise and Princess Elfin. No, this isn't that simple. Think, Green, think. Able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Elfin are still in the Alliance's custody. It's the best thing I can do. This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do?
悩んでるみてえだな。
What do you
そん
want?
な顔するなって。お前のことだからクソ真面目にあれこれ考えてるかと思ったが、案の定だったみてえだな。
How about you mind your own damn business? Don't you have better things to do with your time? Figured the glorious Azure Chevalier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging out around here.
人気者は辛いってやつだ。お前が仲間になってくれりゃ、そのあたりの負担も半分にできる。というわけで、迷ってないでとっとと決めちまえよ。
This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. Besides, it'd probably be an easier choice, if not for a certain someone. Is that in your hand anyway?
飯だよ、飯。ちょっとばかり早いが、早めのランチとしようぜ。
I see we got the fish burger and onion rings and potato wedges from McDonald's. Hamburgers, fries, and onion rings, huh? Expecting something more fancy like I had last night.
そういうのが好みか？だったらコックに頼んでちゃっちゃと用意させるか。
No, this is fine. Burger looks delicious. This tastes kind of different from a normal burger. I wonder, it's got white fish in it.
バーガーってやつだな。なかなかいけるだろ？
Yeah, the tartar sauce makes for an unusual extra flavoring, too. It tastes amazing. Like this way more than the food I had last night, to be honest.
久々に厨房で腕を振るった甲斐があったぜ。
Wait, you made
さす
this?
がにシャロンさんの足元にも及ばないけどな。俺の故郷、従来のソウルフードみたいなもんだ。
Oh.
帝国解放戦線リーダー C。 いいえ、旧ジュライ四国出身。
そういや、ビータのやつが妙な実況をしたみてえだが、ちょうどやりとりを見ていたのか。
Yeah. Try was the special economic zone in the Northwest you guys went to during our August field study, too. We didn't run into anything like that in the Dry Special Economic Zone. I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. I seem to recall it was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, the Empire stitched on nicely without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast, like a pretty lively place. You ended up going back to your old hometown then?
偶然にもな。街並みも結構変わっちまったから少しばかり戸惑ったが、懐かしかったのは確かだぜ。
Been bugging me for a long time now. Could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front. What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborne that much, enough to take his life? Tell me, Crow, please. I want to know what it was that made you who you are now. What kind of place Dry was, how you lived there, what you were doing before you entered the academy and met Toa, Angelica, and George.
野郎の過去なんか詮索したって面白くねえだろ。
Pick a corner, my dudes.
7組の中の気になる子くらいにしとけよ。アリサかラウラか委員長ちゃんにフィーあたりか。おっと、まさかミリアムってことは。
Serious, Crow, I really want to know. Think of telling me your pass is paying off the interest you owe from that 50 Mira. Because until we know, we won't be able to move forward. Bro?
言っておくが、そんな大層な話じゃねえぞ。お前の過去に比べりゃ、こんなもんかっていうくらいの平凡で、ささやかな昔話。それでもいいのかよ。
Yeah, nothing you say will change my mind. Please tell me.
たく。ま、よくある話さ。歴史の教科書あたりには、それこそいくらでもありそうな、そのまま忘れ去られちまってもおかしくないような話。ジュライ四国。ゼムリア大陸の北西沿岸部に位置し、帝国西部、ノーザンブリア、レミフェリアとの海上交易で繁栄してきた。人口は15万人程度。規模としてはささやかなもんだ。その分、周辺国から絡まれもせず、適当にうまくやってきた。20年くらい前までは。ノーザンブリア大公国で起きた国土が塩に侵食される異変、通称ノーザンブリア異変以来、北西沿岸の交易はそれなりに豊かだったジュライも目に見えて衰退を始めていった。それでも歴史のある町並みやら北海の漁業資源なんかがあったし、七葉石の鉱山もあったからな。そういったものを有効活用しながら隣国のノーザンブリアを支援しつつ、徐々に交易権の回復。それが俺のおじいさん、当時のジュライ市長の考えだった。ジュライ四国最後の市長。頑固だが茶目っ気もあって、市民の誰からも慕われていた老人。早くに両親を亡くしていた俺にとっては唯一の肉親で、いろいろなことを教えてくれた師匠とも言える存在だった。お前の老子と同じようにな。10年前のことだ。もう一つの隣国エレボニア帝国の政府がある一つの提案をしてきた。帝都からの鉄道網を延長してジュライまで直接通すってな。もともと海運中心の町だったが、巨大な帝都と鉄路でつながれれば新たな活路も十分見出せる。市議会の賛成に押し切られて、じいさんは結局その提案を飲んだ。わずか1年で四国は息を吹き返し、町はかつてない賑わいを見せていった。だがそれは巨大な帝国資本がジュライに流れ込むのと同義だった。四国の土地や建物は買い漁られ、あらゆるものが投資の対象となり、誰もがミラ儲けに沸く。クロスベルでも起きていたらしいが、ジュライでは対抗勢力が存在しなかった。じいさんは危機感を覚え、いろいろと対策しようとしていたらしい。そんな中、ジュライへの鉄道路線が何者かに爆破された。一刻も早い復旧が叫ばれる中、帝国政府がそれに待ったをかけた。ジュライはあまりにも安全保障体制が脆弱。帝国資本も全て引き上げる。誰もが騒然となり、関連株は暴落し、 犯人もわからぬまま四国は混乱した。そんな中、奴が就任3年目の帝国政府代表ギリアス・オズボーン宰相がジュライに直接乗り込んできたんだ。そしてこんな提案をしてきた。
鉄道復旧と今後の警備は帝国正規軍が全て受け持とう。代わりにジュライは栄えある帝国の一員となり、今後は経済特区としてさらなる発展を遂げてもらいたい。
よくよく考えりゃあまりにタイミングが良すぎる提案だ。当然じいさんは警戒して様々な対抗策を打ち出そうとした。だが一度味わった繁栄の果実は忘れられないのが人間ってもんだ。有力商人が多かった市議会はその提案に真っ先に飛びついて、関税撤廃やら特区としての税制優遇やらをちらつかされて、市民の多くもその気になっていった。そんな中だった。じいさんに鉄道爆破事件の容疑がかけられたのは、従来の伝統を誰よりも愛し、市民の誰からも慕われていた老市長だが、市議会からは糾弾を受け、踊らされた市民の一部からはそしられ、そうしてじいさんは市長を辞職し、従来の帝国への帰属が決定した。じいさんが辞めたその日のうちに。ちょうど8年前のことだ。じいさんが悪くないのは誰もが分かっていた。鉄道爆破を仕掛けたのが本当は誰だったのかも。だが皆で見て見ぬふりをしたってわけだな。よくある話だろ。
I don't know what to say, Crow. What happened to him after that? Your grandfather.
ぽっくり言っちまったよ。
He just died, you know.
市長を辞めてから鉄道爆破の件は結局うやむやになっちまってな。楽隠居を決め込んでから半年後に体を壊してあっという間だった。まあなんつうか糸が切れちまったんだろうな。さっきも言ったが、早くに両親を亡くした俺にとって肉親と言えるのはダチや知り合いは多かったが、全部捨てて13で従来を去った。各地を流れ、いろいろと手を染める中、ま、スポンサーってやつだ。そうして同じようにはみ出しちまった連中を集めて、16の時に帝国解放戦線を作った。ギデオン、スカーレット、バルカンとはその時以来の知り合いってわけだ。そんな中、カイエンのところに出入りしていたビータに導かれて、カイとオルディスの地下に眠っていた青の鬼神お前とは違って、たった一人で似たような試練をくぐり抜けて、そして青のライザーとして認められた。それが3年前のことだ。そして全ての準備を終えてから自分の経歴を完璧に偽装して、俺は帝都にほど近い大帝ゆかりの士官学院に入学した。全ては計画のために、鉄血の首を取るために。おいおい、立場が逆だろ。どうしてお前がそこまでへこんでやがるんだ。
Yeah, I guess.
別に鉄血の野郎が悪だというつもりはねえ。
What?
ただまあ、じいさんが奴にしてやられたのは確かだ。じいさんの仕込みでチェスやらカードゲームは得意だったからな。そうなると弟子としては師匠の仇を討ちたくなるってもんだろ。
Maybe.
帝国に存在する歪み、それを鉄血が拡大してるのは確かだった。それらを見極め、最大限に状況を利用し、健康一滴の一撃でゲームを制する。従来が今平穏であるのを考えると、勝負ごとの後始末、内戦を終了させて 帝国に平穏を取り戻す必要もあるだろう。だからそこまでが俺の勝負ってやつだ。お前が俺に引きずられる必要はねえ。ルーファスの旦那も言ってたが、何のために剣と力を振るうのか、ちゃんと何よりもお前自身のために。
Yeah, but Crow.
さてと、長いしちまったな。一応お前は客人扱いだ。お偉方も帝都に戻る頃合いだし、せいぜい好きに過ごすといいだろう。
However I want, what else can I even do here?
ま、わざわざ見張りはつけねえから、脱出したけりゃ勝手にするといい。ただし、俺はもちろんだが、結社に西風の連中、バルカンにスカーレットまでいる。全員を振り切れればの話だがな。
Sounds fun.
そうそう。2階の主賓室にはとびきり可愛いゲストもいる。訪ねてやったら喜ぶだろうから、せいぜい顔を
Probably
出
your
してやる
sister.
といい。ま、他の子に焼かれない程度にな。
I wonder who he means. He said she's in the guest of honors room. Well, I can't waste much time here. I told everyone I'd definitely come back soon. But now I need to gather as much information as I can. Make my choice after that, at least. It'll be an informed one. Okay, they didn't take my sword. Guys, I'm Norboros, please let me go. Wow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 story events on this floor. If it isn't Masterine, is there something I can help you with? Oh, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, should have figured I wouldn't be able to get it through here. Nothing in particular, please keep up the good work. They never said we couldn't go. The real question is there treasure? So there's someone here. Day Mastery, my name is Albert, a butler in the service of the Duke. Anything to make your stay more comfortable, please do not hesitate to let me know. Can I go upstairs? Yes. What's the end over here? Something to be able to help you with? Anything that can make your stay a pleasant one? You're the guest of honors room. Sounds like who's ever in there is busy. Maybe I can swing back later. Okay, I guess we gotta do all this other stuff first. Okay.
Yeah, Lin Shubaru-san.
You're the Phantom Thief. You look comfortable. What are you doing here?
君と同じくこの間の客人だからな。ちょうどの趣味は悪くないし、酒や料理もさすがに極上。楽しめるものは楽しむ主義でね。ま、一杯付き合いたまえ。少し話をしようじゃないか。 世間を騒がす大怪盗と差しで話せる機会などめったにあることではあるまい。
Can't believe this is how you describe yourself. Oh, what the hell, I'll have a drink. Nothing alcoholic, though. Funny, I didn't realize you'd met Prince Soliver.
皇族でありながらあそこまでシャレのわかる人間はそうそういるものではないだろう。そして美に対するこだわりと愛についての決定的な相違。私を刺激してやまない人物の一人だよ。
I suddenly feel very sorry for him. Tapping down liberal sounds pretty amazing, though. I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Erebonia at the time, but I had no idea that was why.
あの壮麗な空中都市は君にも見せてやりたかった。これまでの常識が一変するのは間違いなかっただろうからね。
Really does sound amazing. Wait, why am I sitting here having a friendly discussion with a wanted criminal? There's so many interesting and unusual stories, I got completely caught up listening to them.
というように怪盗は物を盗むだけではないのだよ。君の時間、そして興味を盗ませてもらった次第だ。もしかすると心もかな。
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know where Prince Oliver is now, would you? Last I checked, he wasn't actively fighting against the Alliance.
海援港あたりはできれば味方に引き入れたいと思っているのだろう。王子はかの鉄血宰相を日頃から警戒していたと聞く。だが内戦が始まって以来王子の行方はよとして知れない。赤き翼と共にいるのはまず間違いないとは思うが。
So the Courageous is missing too, then? Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Oliver to side with him after he imprisoned the rest of the Imperial family.
だが帝国の大貴族とは元来そういうものだろう。かの獅子戦役とて各地の大貴族が継承者候補を乱立させて始まった内乱だ。後から挙兵し平定したドライケルス帝はその限りではなかったようだがその意味では王子もかの獅子神皇帝を気取ろうとしているのかな。
そのうちの一つが士官学院に新たな風を巻き起こすことだった。正直ためらいはしたのだが、それでも我々は君たちにかけてみた。帝国が抱えるさまざまな壁を乗り越える光となり得ることを。
I don't think he does. What I can tell, he intends to try and end this war in a slightly different way from dry shells. Sorry, but I should be going. Thanks for all the interesting stories. They helped me work through things in my head a bit. Why did you put your mask on?
君がどの道を選ぶか知らないが、味方となるなら歓迎しよう。灰の乗り手としての君ももちろん興味深いが、何よりもその鬼の力、傍らで見るのも悪くなさそうだ。
I know it's half as interesting as what you're thinking. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Ah. さすがにクロスベルトの行き来は結構大変ですわね。いえ、これもマスターのため。
She sounds awfully familiar.
なんですのあなた。灰の鬼神の乗り手。
I remember you now. You're Ouroboros. Duvale the Swift, right?
まさか気配を立ってこの部屋に忍び込むとは。アルゼイドの娘といい、未熟者のくせに生意気ですわ。
Actually, I just walked through the door normally. Should have probably knocked before I came in, though. Sorry about that. And I'm sure we won't knock on any of the other doors we're about to go through. Did you just put on your armor just for us?
それで一体何の用ですの？おとなしくこちらの軍門に下るという話ですか？
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like your work with the Alliance because they agree with what they're doing.
それはもちろん第2中クロチルダ様の思惑はともかく私には義理もありませんしあくまで計画に必要と言われたので協力しているだけですわ。
Lion, I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Patil, is it?
同じ人ではありますが第7中になりますわね。私たち敵対の主にして偉大なる導き手麗しくも凛々しく誇り高くも慈悲深きお方部の頂点を極めし超絶素晴らしい方ですわ。
Well, you made it clear how great you think she is. The head of the Stahlritter is also a woman?
ええ、そうですけどあなた程度の剣士など100人束になっても足元にも及びませんわよ。いいえ、1000人、1万人でも無理ですわね。
Okay, I get it, she's strong. Still, she's a woman who can be described as the strongest knight of all. Laura already knows the similarity between the Eisnorder and the Stahlritter. It really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
考え込んでますわね。ちなみにマスターのあだ名を改めて教えて差し上げましょう。鋼の聖女。そんな風に称えられていらっしゃいますわ。
Really, game? I can't pick a corner? Steel Maiden, huh?
さあ、このくらいでいいでしょう。あなたが軍門に下らぬ限り、私たちは敵同士。これ以上は慣れ合うべきではありませんわ。
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to ask. You're not an enforcer like Blue Blanc or Sharon, right? Is there any reason for that?
答えにくいこと。執行者とは結社の長である名士様が見出した者たち。何らかの闇を抱えた者しかナンバーは与えられないとか。別に私が部で彼らに劣るわけじゃありませんからね。
Didn't say you weren't. It makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you. You're refreshingly sincere. Someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
何をしれっと歯の浮くようなことを。とっとと出て行きやがれですわ。
Can we go right back in? She chased me out. Really curious about the Steel Maiden. Could she really have some connection with the Lance Maiden? Perhaps even the woman who helped us during our August field study? No. Okay, let's just go clockwise, I guess. I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people who fought us in Ymir. And look who didn't knock. Oh, it's open. It's empty. We could have sworn I sent someone in here. Oh. I love how they just made a straight choice here to not render the blanket so they didn't have to put her under it. Looking at her lying down like this, she really is just a child. 12 or 13, somewhere close to Milliam's age. Yeah, I don't think we need any reminders that Milliam's like 12 or 13. How did a kid like this end up fighting with the Alliance? talking in her sleep?
状況把握。パンタグリュエル管内。気品区画の異質と認識。意識断絶より9時間経過。
Is she sleeping comfortably enough here? Then again, Jean's at her age, she's got plenty of growing left. Wait. Good morning.
シュバルツァー。どうしてここに記憶が改ざんされていなければ、ここは私に割り当てられた部屋のはずですが。
Oh, it was. Sorry, if I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have even come in
つ
here.
まり侵入者ですね。クラウソラス。
No, it was just an innocent mistake. Well, can't we at least talk about this?
それではプラチな目的で部屋に入ったわけではないと。
Not claim I really didn't.
では偶然魔が差して行為に及ぼうとしたと。
No, no, I didn't. How many times do I have to explain what happened for you? Believe me.
冗談です。私に害意があって近づけば、クラウソラスが迎撃していたでしょうから。
Oh, right. What was all that for? Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. See you some other time, probably.
それは構いませんが、私に話があったわけでもなさそうですね。
Well, no, honestly, I didn't even know you were in here. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though, just as much as I'd like to say to you. Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance? What do you have a puppet just like Milliam's? Just who are you?
一つ目の問いについては、そう命じられたからです。クラウソラスについては、機密事項に当たるため、そして最後の問いは、定義が曖昧すぎるかと。
Oh, forget it. Abducted my sister and the princess, whether you ordered to or not doesn't change that. Not something I can forgive. See you around. Well, that's probably too harsh. I can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances. I know you didn't abduct them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime. What?
私が本来所属する場所です。現在はそこから貴族連合に貸与された身分になります。あなたが貴族連合に加わらない限り、開示可能な情報はそこまでです。
Name doesn't ring any bells, and alone that makes it sound like, suppose it's none of my business. Thanks for telling me. Sure to remember that name.
意味のある名前とは思えませんが。ところで、この行為に何らかの不埒な意味は
No, I did not. Black Workshop Blown. Sounds like stuff worth remembering. It's gonna be a quiz. You didn't do so hot in the test in the first game. I can send someone inside. What the...
Oh. 灰の小僧か。そういや、同じ場所に泊まってたんだったな。
Yeah. What was that? It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination?
なんだよ。お前が貴族連合に入ろうが、俺には何の関係もねえぞ。
I didn't come here for any specific reason.
ひょっとしてお前、混じってやがるな。
I sit and talk with you for a while?
たく、めんどくせえな。で、なんだ
We ran into each other back in Barhard. You asked a weird question, something about being mixed. Didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time. What did you mean?
混じるってのはあくまで感覚的なもんだ。俺とお前じゃ中身も強度も違うだろうし、言葉で説明できるもんじゃねえんだけどな。
Yeah, it seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose. Can't really wrap my head around what you're saying.
種も仕掛けも駆動も栄唱もしてねえぞ。アーティファクトに頼ってるわけでもねえ。ただ俺は念じれば炎を出せる。
It's just a totally unnatural ability?
まあ、そうだな。一切の原因もプロセスもなしに結果だけを引き出す能力。お前も持ってるんだろ。
Well, true, that power of mine wasn't something I gained from training. I don't even know where that power itself is coming from.
そういうことだ。それができるやつは大抵混じっているもんだ。教会の聖魂とも違う。異質の何かが肉体そのものに。お前はごく一部みたいだが。
Oh.
なるほど。ま、それがなんでいつどこで混じったのかは俺の知ったこっちゃない。これ以上は答えられねえぞ。
No, it's okay. Answered enough already. I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
そりゃ、よかったなと言うべきか。そんじゃ、もういいな。
Yeah, thanks for your time. Oh yeah. Much of you is unnatural.
ああ。全部だ。
Circumstances seem very different from mine. So all I can do is remember what he said. Maybe there'll come a time when it all makes sense. One day I'll find out what this power of mine is. The story behind me giving this power as a kid is. One day.
Naya, お客人か?
Okay, it sounds like Fee's two friends. Excuse me.
Haha, やっぱりボンか。
まあ座るがいい。バーボンというわけにはいかないか。
Yeah, I really should. You guys are being so friendly, though. I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
ここが戦場なら別によ殺し合った次の日に相手と酒場で出くわすなんてザラやろ。
ここを戦場にしたいのならばこちらも応じるまでだが。
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you down.
弱気やん。フィーも勝っとるみたいやし。謙遜しなくてもいいんやで。
あの鬼神とやらを使えば十分勝負にはなるだろう。それでも負けるつもりはないな。
Scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious. Well, they're used to taking out tanks, they probably have their ways.
なるほどな。しかしエリート揃いの学校で学年72位とは。フィーも頑張ったもんやで。
しかも周りより年下の身でだからな。団長もおっしゃっていた通り。
ああ、ほんまにな。園芸部なんかにも入って少しはおしとやかにも。ってそっちの方は。
まあこれからだろう。
They really seem to adore her, like two proud parents talking about their child. And yet... Don't mind me asking, why did you leave Fee behind? Your boss was killed in battle with his sworn enemy, I mean.
なんやむむ思ってる以上に懐かれてるみたいやな。
まさかとは思うが。 手を出すような真似はしていないだろうな。
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. Well, no why'd you abandon her when obviously she means so much to the two of you. She thought of you all like family. Why did he leave her all alone? Thank you for that host, Deadbeard.
まあいろいろあってな。悪いがそれについてはボンに
Brady.
いずれフィー自身にはきちんと話すことになるだろう。そっとしておいてくれ。
Are we the carb group? Samosas, pie, and bread? Doing all right. We're kind of at an interlude halfway through this game. They're kind of like info dumping on us right now, where we've been captured by the enemy and we're like learning all of their background stuff before we decide if we're going to join them or not. So definitely high mental load coming up. So yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be exhausted after all this. Still, she's our classmate, and in that sense, she's like family to me, to us too. Feel that way about her just as strongly as you do, if not more so. I want to be perfectly clear on that.
覚えておこう。ところで、本当に手を出してはいないな。
そこのところどうなんや?
They really are like two overprotective fathers. Did you guys even answer my question? I was hoping to get a bit more out of them as to what Zephyr is up to. All I did was talk about Fee the whole time. Oh well. At least now I know that the guys in Zephyr really cared about her, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. Yeah, so we're basically going around talking to all the enemies on the ship. What you looking?
I couldn't wash his
Mm-hmm.
because Buck decided that his sleeping spot I shouldn't.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna
Focus the thing.
I don't know how to make it focus.
But the dog decided that his kitchen sleeping spot is on the mat that's under the sink. So I can't wash the dishes now.
No, you were in charge of Kevin.
Yes.
So we're probably halfway through the game. There was like a big fight with all the enemies, like in one big scene. And then they're like, "Oh, we'll leave your town alone if you come with us." And now they want us to join them, and we have to like, you have to talk to all the bad guys and see why they're doing what they're doing, and decide if you want to join them or not.
Are you joining the bad guys?
I don't think he will. I don't even know if we'll have a choice.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to see.
How does his cat butt work?
So it's one of those ones where you have equipment.
No, but I mean logistically, how does it work?
I don't know.
Does he have a hole through his jacket?
I don't know if it's a hole through the jacket or if it's got like one of those like sticky tape things and he just puts it on his coat. They go through chairs though, that's nice. Yeah, just have that and the little cat armband. Okay, we got 2 doors left before we can presumably do the one that I think is going to have our sister. I can send someone inside. Oh, we're going to knock for once? Why do you choose now to knock? Oh, it's open. Come on in. That sounds like. Excuse me. When was my last stretch? Oh, right. I've got an extra camera for this now. Ugh. When was my last stretch? Good question. I don't know if we had any stretch redeems on last stream. Did we? We might have. I don't know. So either it would be last Wednesday, or if there were no no stretch redeems then, it would have been last Tuesday, because that's when I came back from the gym last. Minus like getting out of bed and just being like, oh, and Deadbeard, if you're still here, my copy of my trumpet music notebook came in. So I'm gonna be having some fun with that. I just ordered a used copy. I'm pretty sure I used a very similar one back when I did band stuff. But it's been long enough that I remember the scale, except for one note. There's one note balance that I was slightly off on. But not too bad. So I gotta go through that. I just got that. When did it get delivered? Yesterday, I think. So I haven't had time to try it out yet. I did look through it though. All right, there was your stretch and hydrate. But what about the bagpipes? I tried the bagpipes. I mean, I think it comes with one of those like little books of how to play a couple things. I spent a bunch of time just trying to play the scale. Couldn't really do it. Oh, why does this guy not have any voice? Finished talking with C. Name's Crow, not C. It's never going to be anything else except anything else for me. Oh, I know his real name, but Dusty's always going to be C. It's our leader. He might be young, but each and every one of us looked up to him with respect. Anyway, take a seat. Got a whole lot of questions, I bet. Does that mean you're willing to answer them? Depends on the question. Just out of curiosity, how many members of the Imperial Liberation Front have? I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously. Sure was. Anyway, 10 give or take. Lost most of our members as soon as the war started kicking into gear. Oh. Is that because the group's primary objective had been fulfilled? Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds, but the one thing we had in common was we hated that bastard's guts. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys pretended to have a reason for sticking around. Can't say I blame him for calling it quits. Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the last part of his game. Are the members who haven't left sticking around for similar reasons? Interesting question. Can't speak for the others, but me? I don't really care how the war goes. You know, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war. Each of those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to pilot soul jets is a job worth doing, even if it's a pain. If we disband, I'll find myself something else to do. I see. Bagpipes are just nature's trump. Bagpipes are natural? I have a hard time believing those abominations are natural. I can't defend the assassination of the Chancellor or what you did in your Trista. But I'd be happy if you chose to disband, at least. You're a funny kid. So, Deadbeard. There's the plant in Paper Mario and Lava Lava Island that goes like, Woo! And sometimes spits out coins. Now, just imagine you put the canters on the back of that. There's your bagpipe plant. Samus just wants to go to bed so he can dream up the bagpipe plant. Okay. What is this? Okay, we're alt-tabbing to take a look at this thing. What is this from? Looks cool, though. My Singing Monsters. Yeah, that would be a good idea. It's a freemium game, but it's actually great. Yeah, I mean, freemium has its place. I'm fine with games being freemium if they provide like a legitimate way around. Like a lot of those games, it's more just like time. Like you have to wait time to regenerate actions or to give something another try because you only get 5 failures or whatever per hour. Each monster adds a unique instrument to the background music. That's cool. Yeah, the problem is when it's so pay to win that you just like hit certain levels that just like, yeah. If you want to beat this level, just give us like $10. It's like, first of all, no. Second of all, your game like by itself maybe costs that $10. You want to charge me 10 times. Cycle of hatred's gone on for long enough. The crimes you've committed will never vanish. You don't want this war to go on longer than it has to. Not as though you guys want war, do you? It's enough of the niceties. If you got time to worry about us, use it to worry about yourself. Whether you choose the side of the Alliance or go against them, got a tough road ahead whether you like it or not. Yeah, make sure you think long and hard before you decide. End up as enemies again? Show me what you got. On the battlefield, I mean. Excuse me. Yeah, these ones usually take a long time if you're not spending money. And yeah, have a good night, Samus's. Dream about bagpipe plants. I'm sure they'll be wonderful. Yeah, I think I'm moving too harsh on the kid, still. Yeah, it's probably perfect for the job. All the bagpipe covers. He saw right through me. It's not wrong though. I should be worrying about myself right now. Seemed kind of different though, like he'd lost his spark. Sole objective in life seemed to be to get revenge for his old Jaeger Corps killed by Osborne. He was just not sure what to do with himself now that he's done just that. Okay, we got one last one. And since someone's inside. Judging by the fact that V is in the next room, this is probably S. Come in if you like. Excuse me. It is indeed S. Hello there, love. I heard you came on board yesterday, so I wondered whether we would run into one another at some point. Hello, Scarlet. Last time we spoke was a month and a half ago in your trust, I think. Quite a memorable day for the both of us, wasn't it? No need to stand over there. Come and have a seat. We'll pour us some tea. You really don't have to. I guess there's no harm in chatting for a bit. I love how we've walked around, talked to adults, and like literally everyone's like, hey kid, you want a drink? I got hard liquor. And then she's like, I got tea. These tea leaves really are wonderful, aren't they? Only the best for the airship of Erebonia's most powerful noble, I suppose. I have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea I've ever had before. Right, though, it makes sense if it's something Duke Cayenne personally chose. Oh, I was under the impression that your family is part of the nobility, too. Father's a baron, isn't he? Might be noble, but generally barons aren't all that wealthy. Tea is liquor for the mind? What does that make coffee? Liquor for your bladder? You live a relatively modest lifestyle. Oh, really? I hadn't thought it before, but maybe my family's actually more well off than yours. Scarlet, she lost her old hometown. You went and built a railway through it. Liquor. What kind of family did you come from then? Oh, they weren't nobles, if that's what you think. They were just relatively wealthy farmers. Almost local celebrities in a way. Oh, I see. When someone like me became a terrorist, it's written all over your face. Well, I can't deny I'm curious. Heard that you lost your hometown because Osborne built a railway through it. Oh, did C tell you that? No, I suppose it must have been V. He never was one to keep quiet about things. So, I mean, what happened? Some things are better left unsaid, I think. Oh yeah, look at the lighting under the teacup just freaking out again. As if knowing would somehow allow you to change things, I suppose. So adorable, Ree. Now I know why C took a liking to you. What do you say? How about you come and fight me and the other big girls and boys? It'll be fun, I promise. Please stop teasing me. Anyway, thank you for the teas. It was just made with high-quality leaves. It was brewed exceptionally, too. You're very welcome. Oh, actually, I may as well ask while I have the chance. Yeah, tease and tease. Where'd you learn how to use that weapon of yours anyway? It's pretty unique. And that, I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria. The Arteria, where the high seat of the Septine Church is? That's the one. It's called a Templar sword. It's a traditional weapon in the church. A few years ago I was studying to be a sister and was trained in how to use it there. Surely you must be talking about some other church, right? Tell me that there's sisters in the Septine Church who use weapons like that? There are more things in this world than you don't know than you could possibly imagine. It doesn't matter now. I ended up returning to Erebony before my training was complete. Oh? Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. Read the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair? If you choose not to join us, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose. She ended up being a lot friendlier than I expected her to be. Wonder how much of what she was saying about being a sister was true. Yeah, no worries. She seemed to really hate the Chancellor. Wonder what she intends to do now that he's gone. Okay. I think we can now go and talk to the last person who I assume is either our sister or the princess, or most likely both. The maid's finished working there now. Wonder who's using this room, though. That sounds like... excuse me. I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't dare to hope. Your Highness. It's really me. So glad you're safe. So sorry I had to go through all of this. If I hadn't been so weak and careless, none of this would have happened. Must have been really lonely. I'm here for you now, though. Might not be the most reliable person for the job, but I'm not going anywhere.
そうですか。あの後、そんなことが。
Yeah, I was happy all of us were able to get back together again. Then yesterday I ended up being invited onto the ship by Duke Cayenne. So I'm here talking to you.
妙に慌ただしい雰囲気でしたけど、そんなことがあったなんて。結果的にですけど、公爵には感謝しないと。こうしてリーンさんと再び巡り会えたのですから。
Sorry, I wish I could say I'd snuck on board to rescue you or something. Certainly, I hesitate to ask, but...
エリゼのことですね。残念ですが、エリゼはこの船には乗っていません。おそらく、私の両親たちと共にいると思います。
Really?
父や母、弟たちが幽閉されているのはご存知かと思いますが。
I can see. I can read things.
どうやらエリゼはその幽閉場所に移されたみたいなんです。
You look like your eyes didn't quite adjust to those.
These are my old glasses, so
they're slightly out of
they might be
prescription.
slightly off. They still work for
身の回りの世話をする次女
purposes.
という名目にしたよ
I
うです。
place this somewhere that's accessible.
You could keep one in the car and one here.
Yeah, this will be my car one then.
Really? Not sure whether to feel relieved or what.
そうですね。私も同じ気分です。
Why were you alone in prison on this airship? Surely there must be some reason.
どうやら貴族連合の海援港の狙いみたいです。内戦が始まって占領した地域に私が顔を出して声をかける。そうすることで民の反発を抑え込もうとしているのでしょう。
Forgive me for saying so, but that's a little messed up using you like that.
別にその程度のことなら構わないと思っているんです。内戦のせいか不安な人々を少しでも安心させることができれば私だって。
At the expense of your own feelings? I know you want to help, but you can't be happy about being used as the Alliance's puppet to deceive them. You've also been forcibly separated from your family, your best friend. You don't even know where they are.
リーンさん。まあ、本当にお見通しなんですから。それはともかく、これからどうなさるんですか？このまま海援港の言いなりにはなりませんよね。
Well, I'm really not sure what to do. The longer the war goes on, the more people will suffer because of it. Even so, I don't feel as though siding with the Noble Alliance is the right course of action. Same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with them either. So much to think about. You're being used as a puppet against your will, and then Elise is in prison somewhere too, being forced to do who knows what. I have to act somehow to change things. Ever since I was taken in by my family all those years ago, I tried to be a brother figure to her. I became the person I am today because of them. Always loved me like they would a real son. Just always treated me like a real older brother. Saw that power of mine, didn't you? What I looked like when I use it? Back when I was a kid, something like that happened. I ended up using it right there in front of her. You should have been terrified of me. If she was, she never once let it show. She treated me exactly the same as before. That's when I swore deep within my heart, no matter what happened, no matter what I had to do, I would always protect her. That's why I can't help but wonder. Can't help but wonder if now is the time to live up to that promise. I should put her before everything else. Even if I have to ignore or outright betray my own personal beliefs in the process.
兄様、しっかりしてください。
What? Your
エリゼの
Highness.
ことはよく知っています。多分兄であるリーンさんが知らないようなことも。8年前のことにしても、もう大体のことはわかります。そのことが原因でリーンさんが剣の道に進んだことも、リーンさんがそれをトラウマに思っていることも。あの子は、エリゼはそのことを申し訳なく思いながら、どこか心地よく感じていた。あなたの関心を、あなたの責任感を自分が独占していることに。でもそれはエゴに過ぎないってあの子自身も気づいていたんです。あの子が女学院行きを決めた理由は他にもありますけど、それでもこれ以上リーンさんを無用の罪悪感で縛りたくない、それが一番の理由だったんです。だからリーンさん、どうかエリゼを理由にしないであげてください。だってあの子はあなたが本当に望む道を見つけることを、だからあなたが士官学院に入って共に歩む仲間と出会って、あの子は焼いたり寂しく思いながらも心から嬉しそうだったんです。
How could I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was just trying to protect her, and it's been the other way around since the start. That's just not true for her either. Mom, Dad, Master Ka-Fai, my friends at Thor's, been supporting me this whole time. How could I have missed something so obvious? I think I finally understand what I've been lacking inside of me all this time. So focused on trying to protect others, I never really stopped to think about how relationships go both ways. Others try to support me just like I try to support them, have as much of an effect on them as they do on me. How did I not realize before now? Sorry, Master, I think you gave me that intermediate scroll a bit too soon. Better to realize late than never, I suppose. Now I finally feel like I'm ready. As long as I keep that fact in mind, I won't lose control again. We've attained a new state of mind. Spirit Unification Craft. I'm fine. Got you to thank for that. Forget Honore, you sound just like my real sister for a minute. So thank you. It's time we get going. Wouldn't want to keep my classmates waiting any longer than I already have.
そうですね。もう少しこうしていたかったですけど、どうかお気をつけて。エリゼのことはお任せください。海援校と取引をしてでも、なんとか解放して。
I said it's time we get going, didn't I? The way I'm leaving my sister's best friend imprisoned in a place like this. I will get the two of us off the ship, so stay close to me. Valimar the Ashenite is on the deck. Chained up there. If we can get to him, I'm sure we can find some way to use him to get away from here. First, though, we need to find a way to get out of this part of the ship without anyone noticing. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, I can't change any of her equipment. She's level 60? And I can't change any of this. Can I add? I can add. Sure, I guess. Oh, what does your thing look like? Oh, you got the school. I thought you have like a royal one. That's powerful and expensive. But do you have a level 2 link with Lore and Usis? The fact that they let me do this implies that I can use her in combat. Alright. No treasure or anything. No secret books. Can't just jump out the window. Nice to see they gave the princess a full liquor bar. Alright, off we go, I guess. Isn't there a guy like literally there? No? The maid's still here though. Okay. I guess we're going out the window here. Oh, through the vent. Okay. And this looks like... Thought so. It's a vent. Well, that's convenient. Will it lead to somewhere else on the ship, you think? Most likely, still. Can't very well ask a princess to crawl through a vent. Nonsense, Ring. Of course you can. I'm ready to begin our great escape. It'll be all dark inside and probably filthy, too. A little bit of darkness and dirt never hurt anyone. I had to travel through some fairly narrow passages when escaping Heimdallar, too. Alright, how about I go first? I'm smaller than you, after all. No, definitely not. As long as you're alright with it. I'll be going first, like I said. Just try to stay close to me. Alright then. The princess would be more mindful when she's wearing a dress. No. Let's save before we do this. I'm glad there's enough room here that I can just fully turn around. Can I just walk backwards? Oh yeah, and look at that whatever glitching over there. What is that? Disappears as I get closer. Well, we're doing this backwards. Is that just it phasing out of existence? Maybe. Okay, time to take the corner backwards. We don't get that glitching bit on this side, though. Looks like we're clear for that part of the ship, at least. My, that was intense. It's like I've stepped right into the world of one of those spy novels that are so popular these days. But here's hoping we can make it to the deck without getting caught. What is it? Soldiers coming this way. Keep a safe distance and let me handle this. Feels like the closest thing You have someone ordinary around you as that kid. Pretty nerve-wracking to have to be around all them. Just wish we could see the Princess Elephant in person. No. What? Too late. Okay, level 75. Okay, she doesn't have arts, attacks, or craft. She just has arts. A lot of support. Oh, nice, you missed. Oh, and she can assist with an art? Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so CP means nothing to her. Probably healing, yeah. Annoying but expected. Ooh. Okay, so he has to survive. Good to know. Those stuns are annoying. Yeah. Oh, you missed one. It's not going to be a fun time. That'll be 0 arts. Those stuns are... That attack is what's killing me. Could just S-break, I guess. What is that? Stun. If I had equipment for it, I could change out. Let's do that. There's insight. You're probably gonna get hit once, twice. Critical. Be nice if he didn't get a heal here. Do this solely so they don't heal. Okay, there's one down. Oh, you missed. There we go. That'll finish. No, and she gets experience. It's interesting. They're strong. A stretch, eh? Reward stretch.
What's happening?
They're making me stretch, so we're on this cam now.
Oh. I will stretch.
Moving the bookshelf out, I see.
Yes, and moving it here.
Right, so you want the other one in that room. Guess it's already there. Huh? Sure as Buck hasn't come to bother us here.
It already watered, cleaning.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can't bother us more.
He's dead.
As long as he's not getting the food. Alright, there you go.
Double stretch.
Yeah. We got both of us. You alright, Your Highness? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks to you, of course. As we go on, hope we should stay very close to you. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we have a healing spot here. Oh, I can actually upgrade her slots? That's interesting. Oh, and I can go back here. Okay, so that's, I guess, where we were before? Yeah, okay. It just looks like a straight passageway to the top. I assume that there might be a little bit of treasure here and there. Okay.
チャンスだ。畳みかけるぞ。俺の番だな。せいや。チャンスだ。
やっ。
これで終わりだ。
行きます。
マイルせい。
私の番ですわ。
マイルはっ
I most certainly can.
甘い。この手で道を切り開く。よし、掴んだ。
You found earrings? You found earrings?
I said find them, I need them.
I mean, you found them just over there.
Oh, yes. Can I drop them again?
Yeah.
いえ、人形兵器というそうです。
I made a sushi one. Well, I made two sushi ones, just different styles. I made a brown one, different colors in it.
This is soft, feathery.
And it's light.
Yeah.
Made that one. And then this one. Drama on it.
The color combination.
Great.
What is that supposed to be? A flower?
This is chrysanthemum. Unfortunately, I don't have a vacuum for it.
その窓を破ってというわけにはいきませんよね。
Studs would not.
ええ、
This is what they would look like.
甲板を目指しましょう。
Yeah, it's nice.
宝箱があります。
I don't know why he didn't have that equipped in the first place.
Lee さん、頑張って。
マイル。
Can't steal that, can I? No. Okay. Nightmare, sleep. You guys are like opposites. Well, let's try this.
今だ。
やっ。
Oh, don't call more dog friends.
行くぞ。そこだ。すまない、みんな。
Okay, so he only has to survive for that one, actually. The problem is her defense is tiny. That should be enough, though.
なんとかなりました。
Run all the way back to get healed. There we go. Much better. Oh, but now you're back. Oh, there's more of you this time. Let's try. Well, it hits both of us.
行きます。
行くぞ。
行きます。
行くぞ。
これにて戦闘終了。
Go. Oh, now that you're back, I can do something wonderful for you. So, don't know if you could hear this, but you got these wonderful sound effects. There they are. Cover the princess. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a piano hit. I think I need to turn it up a bit. I think it's a little bit too quiet. But yeah, that was introduced for the horror demo game. But I think you were actually the first person to use it. Two soldiers, one military monster. Shouldn't be a problem. Stay back, please. Right. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Last time, this was a problem. She has auto-revive. She's yet to use auto-revive on me. Because she doesn't have revive. I was promised one dog. Ugh.
Bless you.
Thanks. Oh, that didn't hit the back guy? No, that should do it.
これにて戦闘終了ですわね。やりました。
しかし殿下、見事なアーツの腕ですね。
そうですか？褒められちゃいました。
Okay, we'll finish up this hallway, and then I think that's where we'll call it. Go in here, get our treasure, break all their supply crates. Oh. Do you have treasure or just an enemy? Just an enemy, bye. Oh, you're not quite dead. Oh, but oh, and you're too far to counter. But now you're dead.
見たか、八王が一頭。
階段があります。
ええ、このまま甲板を目指せれば。
We got a healing bit, so we'll use that. Save. And that's what we're going to call it for tonight.